What's up everyone, it's Bucky. Welcome to your second Java tutorial. And in this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to run a Java program. Now, I'm not going to be teaching you a lot of the syntax about what's in a Java program. Before we do that, we actually need to know how to run one. So pretty much you're just going to be copying me write a simple program, and then you're going to be learning how to run it. So go ahead and open any editor. I'm going to open Notepad++ just because it's my favorite one. And go ahead, and the first thing you want to do is go to File, Save As, and we want to save this in, remember, whatever location. I already made a file on my right off my hard drive. In there I have a folder called Test, and I'm going to save this as, let's save it as YouTube.java. And of course, that .java is very important, and don't forget where you're saving this. This is also important. So now we have a file called anything.java. Mine's called youtube.java. Now, I'm pretty much just going to show you a simple hello world program. Again, in this tutorial, I'm not going to be showing you like how to write Java. I'm just going to be showing you how to run it. And in the next couple tutorials, I'll show you what everything means in it. But for beginners, just follow me. The first thing you need to write is a class. Now, a class in Java, pretty much in Java, everything begins with a class. And if you don't have a class, you can't do anything. So you can't do anything until you create a class. So I'm going to go ahead and make a class called apples. And in that class, we're going to have something called a method. Now again, you don't really need to know any of this stuff. I'm just making a simple program. I'm just talking you along. You'll understand what all this means later, but for now, just stick with me. Now in your class, you're going to have something called a method. Now a method is pretty much a list of things to do, and this method is going to be inside the class. Now the first thing your computer does is whenever it runs a Java program, it looks for a method called main. So let's go ahead and create that, and you do this by clicking public, static, void, main, and all of these actually mean something, but again, don't worry about it for now. I promise you'll understand. Then in your parameter, type string args, args, and put empty square brackets, and I don't know if I can copy this code in my description or not, but if I can, I'll put it in my description. But I got a feeling YouTube's not going to let me put code in for security reasons. Next, after in your method, you're going to want to have to put a statement or instruction about what you want your computer to do. So go ahead and write system period out period print ln, and what this does is pretty much print a line on your computer. Now in your parameters, go ahead and write whatever you want. Hello YouTube. Now go ahead and save this, and you can go ahead and find a hello world program from somewhere on the internet. Again, I just talked to you guys through that real quick. I promise this isn't even part of the tutorial. The tutorial is just to show you how to run this. So I'll be teaching you what all this means later. So go ahead, and this is where the tutorial really begins. Go ahead in the command prompt, and the first thing we need to do before we run this program is actually compile it. Now when we compile a program, it pretty much takes what we've written and changes it into something called a class file. Now your computer can't read any files called .java. It can only read .class. So that's a compiler's job, to take that .java and change it into something .class that your computer can understand. So right now what we need to do is find this file, and go find it. You use something called cd \, and what this does is take you to the very beginning of your hard drive. And this is just a quick tutorial if you've never used command prompt before. Once you're in your C drive, press dir and press enter. This is going to give you a list that's everything in your C drive. As you can see, one of my directories or folders is called test. So let's go ahead and press CD, which means change directory, to test. Now we are in the test. So again, from your C drive, press CD test. Now press dir and see what's in this. And let's see, YouTube Java. So how do we compile this YouTube Java? Well, once you're in your test, go ahead and press Java C, which means Java compiler, and then press YouTube.java. And this means, alright, use the compiler on YouTube Java, and then go ahead and press enter. And what your computer does is, now if you press dir, we now have a apples.class. So what it does is take that Java file and change it into a class file depending on whatever you name your class. Remember, I named mine apples. So now that we have a class file, a file that the computer can understand, we can actually run this program. So let's go ahead and type Java, and that means run this program, and then type in the name of your class, which is apples. And now when you press enter, it says hello YouTube. So that's a quick tutorial on how to run simple Java programs. And again, I can't stress this enough, don't worry if you didn't get that hello world program. That's not even the tutorial I wanted to teach you guys today. The tutorial was learn how to run these simple Java programs from your command line. And in the next tutorial, I'm going to be clearing a bunch of things up, so just practice running a simple program. I suggest you just to go ahead and copy a hello world program from the internet somewhere, and once you do, just practice running it. And if you have any questions, you can just send me a message on YouTube or leave a comment and I'll try to get back to you. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully now you know how to run a simple program, even though you don't know what it means yet. So again, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next tutorial.